Hi EDU 279. I wanted to do a quick video overview of week 13 in class this week because there are a couple of assignments that I want to be sure they are clear, how to move forward, and also how to plan for the next steps. So we are moving on to discuss assessment and intervention. We have talked earlier in the semester of meeting the individual needs of students in the classroom. One way that we learn about the individual needs of students is through assessment. And that's also how we figure out in some of these other components of literacy instruction what level of instruction students need. So we wanted to learn about those different components of literacy instruction. Now we're kind of backtracking a little bit to think about how to assess students in different areas and how to plan for intervention. So, first things first, you do not have a reading assignment from your textbook this week. You are doing let me scroll down to it, the Reading Rockets course module related to, well, where is it? Here it is. You are doing the Reading Rockets course module related to assessment, and you're going to do a reflection on that. So I'll probably switch this up a little bit after I'm done with the video and make sure you see that earlier in the week. But first things first, in place of textbook reading, you are completing the Reading Rockets course module related to reflection this week. There are other videos to support and also articles to support your understanding of assessment and data-driven instruction. Here's a quick video overview of that. There is a link here to a article about data-driven instruction. This is something that is weaved throughout the North Carolina Professional Teaching Standards that you will be evaluated by as classroom teachers. In your discussion forum this week, you're going to watch a quick video about assessment as well and kind of talk about something that resonated with you. I've shared my favorite quote from this video, and I would like for you to think about a quote from the video that also had an impact on your learning. The assignment that I wanted to be sure and go over with you guys is the past assessment assignment. This assignment is where you are going to be asked to administer the past assessment with two children in grades kindergarten through third grade, preferably at the school where you're doing your observation. But if for some reason you can't gain permission at that school, then you would need to find two children outside of the school that you can work with. So you're going to get permission first. You're going to prepare for the assessment by reading and understanding more about the past assessment. There is also a video that shows you how to administer the past and how to score it. And then you are going to reflect on how you felt about administering the past. Now, you do not have to do this reflection or actually even administer the past until next week. PAST stands for Phonological Awareness Screening Test, okay? And here is more information about that. So let's go back to the main page here in Moodle and look back at the resources that you've been provided to accomplish this task. I'm scrolling down. There's an overview of the assignment. Here is a link to the permission forms that must be signed before you administer the past. And here is a link to the screening tool itself. This is the past overview page. You can download instructions for administering the past here. You can see it's a pretty in-depth overview. My recommendation would be read the instructions carefully. Let's go back to this page here. This is where you're going to download the actual test that you're going to administer on the students. There is a Form A, Form B, and a Form C For the purposes of, there's the form so you can see, for the purposes of this assignment, you will only be using Form A. The subsequent forms are used with students when you have to administer this test several times so that they don't become so familiar with the test that they memorize the answers. So let's head back to Moodle and look at, here we are where you can access the phonological awareness screening test, the booklet, and the actual test. And here is a video that demonstrates a teacher administering this test with a student, and it's split screen so that you can hear the student's responses and see how this person is marking the test, so that you have a visual of what it looks like to screen a student using this test. Don't forget to use your resources in this case as well. You are working alongside of a teacher that you can ask for advice about. The PAST screening test is a part of the Science of Reading letters training that all licensed teachers are currently going through or have already been through. So your teacher should be aware of this, even if it's not a current assessment that they use in their classroom. Having said all that, this is not due until next week, but it's going to be important that you plan ahead and get your permission form signed this week so that you can actually administer the test next week. So here is the overview of the assignment. You can click here to read more. Here is the link to the permission form, and here is the link to the instructions and the actual test that you're going to need to print. And here is the video of a teacher administering this test with a student. Okay, so you do have a journal assignment due this week. That is the reflection on your assessment course module. You have a discussion board due this week, and that is also related to that course module, the intro video to that. So those two assignments are due this week, and otherwise you're preparing yourself to administer that past assessment next week with students.
Introduction to reading assessment. The podcast
Didn't mean to start that. Let me stop that. Okay, so I hope this quick overview has been helpful, and I will make sure to move this journal assignment up before I post this video so that you guys will be reminded to complete that course module and reflect on that early on, since it builds the content for this week and expands your understanding of assessment.